everyone, and welcome to episode 24 of My Mom Sandy. We are your hosts. I am Josh Fasten, and the woman next to me has absolutely zero New Year's resolutions. This is My Mom Sandy.
Hello. Nice to be with you today.
It's nice to be with you today.
Yeah, you're not having a great day, are you, Josh?
So this episode, we're actually recording this on Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon now. This is a little bit later than I would have liked to have done this, but I was on the phone with Spectrum, internet, cable, and home phone people for the last fucking hour. And I just got to say, they are just horrible fucking people. They're absolutely horrible.
But I love it. I love how they say, I love how the first guy, because you spoke to three people. I love how the first guy goes, but I know a way we could save you some money. And it's like, okay, how's that? Well, we could take your cell phone bill over. We could give you cell service. And it's like, seriously?
I mean, it takes fucking 20 minutes to get someone to get a human being on the phone. And then the first person said, well, that's not my department. And then he transfers me to a second person. And then the second person goes, well, I can't do anything about that, but I can save you some money. And I was like, great, how? He goes, well, you can switch over your mobile service to me.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I'm not even about to switch my mobile service over if I can't even sort out my TV and internet shit with you guys. Long story short, when I moved back in to help you out,
yes,
we switched you from Frontier, which is another horrible fucking company. We switched you from Frontier to Spectrum mainly because there's 4 televisions in the house and every television needs to have access to cable. So essentially what Frontier wanted us to do was to have a box for like $15 per box.
Per
TV set up in every fucking room in the house. And I was like, absolutely not. Spectrum has an app so we can just have Rokus, which we already had, which is, by the way, just a one-time fee. You're buying a fucking Roku, and if you buy it on Black Friday, you can get them for fucking half off.
I know. I got my mother's at $50.
So you can get the best fucking Roku for $50 on sale. You can even get last year's model on Amazon for usually pretty cheap. So we do that. Spectrum's like, cool, boom, you're in, fantastic, life's great. And I talked to this fucking woman who was like,
Bernadette
at Spectrum, fuck you. And she's like, hey, I'm going to lock you guys in at this price. First off, she's like, hey, here's the price you're going to pay. And I was like, great. And I was like, hey, because this is how they get you. They give you all these discounts when you sign up. And then after a year, the discounts go away. And then you're paying arm and a leg for fucking service, which, by the way, I just feel like fucking like normal internet should just be free. We're at a fucking day and age where you need internet to live, pretty much. The shit should just be free. Have some fucking spaceships that are beaming internet down to the world and just let it just boom. So she's like, okay, well, cool. Let me put you on hold. And then she comes back and she's like, hey, I got you a better price. It's going to be cheaper. I'm going to give you all the TV channels and this price is going to be good for 3 years. And I was like, well, fuck. Great. Bernadette, you want to reach around and tickle my balls for me too? Fuck, this is great.
Well, and this is, of course, I was very resistant to Spectrum because Spectrum is Time Warner, and
I know this is one of your grudges.
I have my issue with Time Warner. Hate them.
So, long story short, that was November of 2018, right before I moved in. We got everything sorted. I'm ecstatic. I never needed to look at the bill because I was just like, well, this is, why am I going to fucking eyeball the bill? Bernadette, told me what was up.
Bernadette fixed this up.
So then, fast forward. November of 2019, you get the bill and it's $10 more each month, which again, not a big deal. I'm not saying I can't afford $10 more on this bill. What I'm saying though is if you make a fucking promise, stick to what you promised.
I really don't fuck with it. I mean, and on top of that, now that we look at the bill, there's some discounts that expire in 2 years, one that expired after a year. It's like, these people, I mean, they'll say anything to sell their product and then they get you. And then, then it's a pain in the ass to even talk to them or try to change it.
Well, what drives me fucking crazy is that then when you call to say, hey, this is not right. You guys made a promise. You guys promised me this. Push the button. Push your fucking button back there.
Make it work.
Make it and take it back to and she goes, well, I'm really sorry for the miscommunication. And it's like, no, there's no fucking miscommunication.
I know.
You guys fucking lied.
I know.
Just fix it.
I know, but see, that's the problem is that Bernadette probably isn't even there anymore.
Oh, 100%.
The number one. And number two, this gal has no idea what Bernadette said. And on top of that, anybody could say anything to her. Oh, well, you promised us the world
Completely,
for 10 years.
But again, I have no reason to call. And I mean, I know Brooke, who I talked to today. Fucking hate you, Brooke. Who I talked to, hate's a strong word. I dislike you, Brooke. I have no reason to call and lie about this shit, or to have a famous podcast and lie about it on the podcast. I don't need to lie about it. I don't, I'll take $10 and wipe my ass with that every month. I don't even care. But it's a fucking,
give it to me first.
It's the fucking principle
I know.
of don't fucking lie about, it's like going to a restaurant and you ask your waiter, well, what's good here? And they go, oh, well, the fag. And you go, well, how much is the fag? And they go, it's $22. You go, great. I'll take the special
take an order of the fag.
I'll take an order of the fag. And then the bill comes and it's $44. And you're like, well, no, you told me it was 22. He's like, oh, I'm sorry for the miscommunication. It's like, no, fuck you.
And now that you already ate it, you got to pay for it.
Absolutely
That's where you
insane.
do the dine and dash.
And what killed me is that Brooke kept saying, well,
I'm sorry. That makes it okay then.
You have the best price we have. No, I had the best price.
That's right.
Now I'm paying $10 more a month.
Yeah.
Which again, I don't even, if the bill was $3,000 a month, fine. But just tell me that's what the bill is, and I'm going to pay it. But don't tell me it's going to be $153, and then all of a sudden it changes to $160. Oh, and then what kills me is, well,
we could get you a cheaper price, but we're going to downgrade your service.
Do you want? We can beat the price. Okay, well, how? Well, we're going to take away some channels. Yeah. Well, fuck me. Okay, great. So what happened next time? You're going to take away some internet too?
I know, that's
perfect.
I'm telling you, that's why I don't like Time Warner. That's exactly what they did. They came in here, they bought Adelphia, and all the advertisements all over the TV. We're your new cable provider, but we're not raising your prices. Look at us, aren't we great? Give us a big pat on the back. Don't you love us? But here's the problem. Is they started taking away channels. First it was 1 channel, then it was 2 channels, then it was 3 channels. Then, it was like you didn't even have a guide anymore. They took away the fucking guide.
But the problem is that this is every fucking company. This is every fucking company. This is like
the corporate model now.
I have friends that are like, hey, I signed up for Spectrum or whoever. It doesn't even fucking matter. It can be, we'll just call it Internet Cable Company A. Hey, we signed up with Internet Cable Company A and I got this great deal. And then after a year, the price fucking doubles.
I know.
And my thing is, I'm just like, fuck, then you have to call them. You have to go through this fucking, now my whole day is off by an hour. This podcast is getting to you. Not you, because you're sitting right here, but to the people an hour later, which I apologize for. But at the end of the day, and now we're not even done. Now I have to call Frontier because
by the way, whose website is temporarily
down. I don't even want to have internet service with you guys.
That's encouraging.
Fuck.
Well, I used to have them. I used to have issues with the cable.
On your standard def TV that you had with Frontier.
Yeah, but I don't think it had anything to do with the TV. I think it had to do with like outages, and it would just come up and it would say, if this channel isn't showing up, call us and here's the code to report this, And
you know what else is absolutely ridiculous is that we live in the year 2020. Okay. We have cars that are fucking
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. We have cars that are fucking driving themselves. We have like refrigerators.
Not well, but go ahead.
They still do it. We have like refrigerators that like talk to you, right? We have like mirrors that have people in them that tell you how to work out, but we can't get internet in a downstairs room of the house to reach the upstairs room of the house. What in the fuck?
You could have 2 modems.
Yeah, that would kill me. I said, well, what if when we signed up? Well, what if we don't have a good signal upstairs? Well, just get another modem. So, well, fuck, that's like another $50 a month. So instead I go out and get the Google Wi-Fi, which has been great. It's a godsend, but it's probably listening to everything we're saying.
I know. The only thing about the Google is that this has happened twice now. It's connected to the one light switch in your room. Well, and if the light switch gets turned off,
you had to plug it into
everything
the wall,
goes.
And so it's plugged into an outlet
Internet
on the wall.
goes,
right.
Cable, Roku, nothing. It's like, and I didn't realize that the first time it happened. I think I had switched
it off.
But then last week our guest turned it off one night, and it was like, oh, they must have done the wrong switch.
Yeah, well.
Anyway.
So that was my morning. I'm in a horrible, absolutely horrible mood. I hate Spectrum. There's a big fuck you to Spectrum. Guess what? Don't even go to Spectrum.com and don't enter my code My Mom Sandy.
Because they'll jack your price up by 20%.
You'll just end up paying $20 more every month.
That's right. Well, now they've taken away that's their effort to save you money is take away channels, which they've done. It's okay. I don't really watch HBO or whatever.
We'll find out next month.
I better get my hockey channels and.
It's literally going to be, we're going to have the NHL network, but we won't have Fox Sports, so you can watch the out of town games, but we can't watch the Kings.
Well, she said it was mostly the 300s and above that we should have, and Fox Sports is on 69. So,
yeah, it is.
I mean, no, NBC Sports on 69.
And the thing, and then what kills me is that we wouldn't have even signed up for the fucking gold cable.
I know.
We didn't even. I think we were looking at like a basic cable package, and I was like, "Oh, if I can just do basic cable," and she was just like,
"Oh, well, we can give you free movie channels.
You're going to get the gold package. You're going to get everything for 3 years."
I think the only thing I watched on HBO was the Michael Jackson movie.
Well, we have HBO. We have HBO through, I think, AT&T. I don't know. It's all so fucked up.
You have to watch it on your phone, though.
No, you just
computer.
No. And I think we still, I don't know. I think we still get HBO. I just think that there's like certain other movie channel, like all the other movie channels I don't think we get. I don't know. It's, you know what? I need maybe I'll do this. Maybe this will be my thing. One company, they offer everything. Your
electricity, your gas, your water,
everything.
Your cable,
internet.
Phone, internet, trash pickup.
No, they don't have to offer that. And there's one price. And the price never changes, and you're just locked in.
That's totally unrealistic.
Maybe the price goes down. Maybe the price goes down. Think about that.
Never goes down, always goes up. I know that's what kills me when we get notices from the utility companies about price increases. And in the city of Redondo Beach, we're actually allowed to protest those we have to, there's a form on the internet you can print up and either mail it or take it to City Hall. And if enough people protest the rate increase, then it doesn't go through. I don't think people even care, but here's the deal. If it's maybe 25 cents this time, next time it's another 25 cents. I mean, pretty soon you're adding and adding and adding, and your prices go way up. And my feeling is, how much more fucking expensive is it to provide water that you're already providing or electricity that you're already providing?
How about we start taking prices down? How about we start saying
the revolution?
Let's start My Mom Sandy is leading the revolution. We want internet prices down. We want fucking cable. I mean, what a fucking joke this is, by the way. Like, everybody's cutting the cord. And I even told the woman on the phone, I was like, I wouldn't have even signed up with cable with fucking Spectrum. That's what we should do. We should just fucking cancel cable with Spectrum, send them back their stupid fucking box, and then we'll just sign up with cable with fucking
Joe Schmo.
No, like a Sling.
Is that, how do you work that?
I'll teach you. I'm not going to teach you right now because it'll take up too much time. But then we'll sign up for like a Sling or
You
pick the package, baby.
But you can get like Fox News.
Oh God.
Fox Business
Kill
News.
Me. All right, let's talk about something else.
Can you? Well, I'm just asking. Can you get those regular? 2 through 11.
We'll look at
Not that I watch any of those.
We'll look at the packages. All right. So Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy fucking New Year. As Josh would say. Yes, Josh still needs to learn how to inhale as well.
Yeah, I bought drugs. That was on last episode. I've probably used half of the Calm Pen, which I would love to take a hit of right now.
And he doesn't feel any calmer.
No effects. And what's funny is I now truly know, I thought it was such bullshit back in the day when Bill Clinton was like, well, I tried marijuana, but I did not inhale it. Bill, I get it, bud. I understand. I've tried to smoke this goddamn THC pen, and I cannot for the life of me.
It's CBD, by the way.
Oh, CBD. Yeah. It's like a 10-to-1 CBD to THC. And I cannot for the life of me
figure out how to
fucking
Even though I breathe
thing
all day long, I just don't know how to really breathe and smoke from a vape pen.
Honestly, I could have a fatal disease and they could be like, here's your medication is coming to you in a vape pen. and I'd be like,
it will cure you.
Cure you. You would be, and I'd be like, you know what? Just put me in a car and drive me off a cliff because I'm not going to be able to fucking
I
inhale
can't
this
inhale.
thing.
I don't know how to inhale. Do you think Bill Clinton was really that stupid that he really didn't know how to inhale?
I'm with Bill on this one.
Yeah.
I understand.
I always thought it was bullshit, but now you've kind of put light on it.
Yeah.
On a whole different.
I was talking to a client of mine the other day, and I told him the whole scenario, and he was just like, "Well, now that you mention it, yeah, it's kind of I can't explain it to you." And I was like, "Yeah, I need someone to fucking explain it." He's like, "I can't. You just do it." And I'm like, "Nope, see, that doesn't make sense."
I know. I told you. I said you, and then you're like, yeah, but where does the smoke go?
Where does it go?
It should go into your lungs. But no,
where are my lungs?
Josh is like, no, it just goes in my mouth.
It just goes in my mouth, and then I open my mouth, and then it comes back out of my mouth. It's the most confusing thing ever.
Oh, you were not made to do drugs.
Fuck. Anyway, Happy New Year. Let's do a holiday recap. How are the holidays?
They were okay.
Okay, you were really busy. You had a lot of jobs.
Yep.
That was great, right?
Yeah, a lot of jobs. That was nice.
I noticed that your machine is still on the...
Yes.
Yeah, we should probably move that, huh?
Yeah, let's not... I don't even want to go there because it seems to me that when you cleaned out your car, you left a bag of crap on the thing down there.
My car?
Yeah, your old car.
Sam's car.
Well, your old car, Sam's car, yes.
She left a bag of stuff.
No, it was your crap. And you know where it is now? I believe it's on top of the refrigerator. It's taken over the dollhouse
It's
space.
a much better place than the doll.
You should go through it and get rid of it. Here, I got this great book for Christmas. It's called The Great Chinese Art of Non-Clutter.
Have you started reading it?
I have not.
Okay.
And guess who gave it to me? My son Josh.
Yeah. I'll make a deal with you. When you finish that book and you've applied,
you'll get rid of the bag of stuff.
That bag will be gone.
All right. Great. I can't wait.
Is this your foot?
That is my foot.
Hey, foot.
Hey.
So
footsie time.
Okay. So you were really busy. Did you personally? And we don't have to go into details, but did you have a good Christmas, a good New Year's?
No, we had a little family squabble about Christmas, and so
I'd like to call it a family blowout. The great blowout of 2019.
Well, it was unnecessary. I wish it had not happened. It makes it very difficult to be around loved ones when there's tension and discord. So yeah, so that was not.
That
pleasant.
That was actually the Shoulders record, Tension and Discord.
Was it?
Yeah. It was from 1974.
How does the tune go? Can you sing?
Well, no, that was the name of the album.
Oh.
That was the name of the album. They did a whole album, Tension and Discord, or T&D, as it was called on the streets.
Oh, you're quick.
Do you know what they used to call the Shoulders plural?
Shoulder eyes.
You betcha.
I'm not going to laugh so hard about that one today.
Not funny.
No.
Spectrum really ruined the mood, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so then what about New Year's?
By the way, I loved it that you were on speakerphone and everything you said echoed. Did you know that?
Yeah, but that wasn't on my end. That was on their end. I almost was.
They're a good tech company. They got all that shit taken care of.
To be honest, I was almost I wanted to call them and just record it and then play clips of the conversation in the podcast. But, because they'll always be like, oh, this call might be recorded. I'm like, motherfucker, this call is going to
really?
be recorded.
That's what you need to do from now on. When you get on the phone and they say that, you just say, disclaimer, this call may be recorded.
Oh, I'm going to blast them on
so
social media.
we should have recorded Bernadette's call, and then we could have played it back. Oh, they wouldn't believe it anyway. They'd be like, that could be anybody.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's hear. Here, you be Bernadette. I'll be Josh.
Okay, Mr. Fasten, we've got you all set up. That's 155 for 3 fucking years.
Wait, Bernadette, 155 or do you mean 55?
I mean 55.
Perfect. Thanks, Bernadette.
55 for 3 years. Locked in. No need to call us. Nothing's going to change. And on top of that, we will never, ever take away any of your channels.
Never going to take them channels.
No. Like, that's not our MO. We don't do that.
They'd be like, what was, Mr. Fasten, what was Bernadette's last name? Like, Schmusher Service? Did you have a good New Year? So you didn't go to our party on New Year's Eve. Did you have a good?
I had a great New Year's. I got to play Sandy Lift.
Sandy Lift. You took us.
Yes.
You picked us up.
Yes.
And
The bitch from Bakersfield. Whoever the fuck that was.
oh yeah, there
That's
was a
what I-
woman outside who.
No, you guys were all like so fucked up when I picked you. I mean, not like drunk, sloppy drunk,
No,
but
we were
everybody
fine.
was drunk.
I mean, we had been drinking. It was New Year's Eve. It
I
was my
know.
birthday.
I know.
But yeah, as we were leaving, there was this woman who pulled up in a yellow taxi, gets out. She had on, I don't even know what she was wearing. It's fine.
bitch from Bakersfield.
She didn't say that. God, that was, sounds like a wrestler.
I know.
She gets out and she says,
Randy Savage.
and now, mind you, we're at the Hermosa Saloon, which is fine, but like, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's a fucking dive bar. And she gets out and she goes, oh yeah, I'm coming down from Bakersfield, which now that presents an interesting, did you take a yellow cab from Bakersfield on New Year's Eve?
On top of that,
And she goes, oh,
it's-
I just saw Elton John. And I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure Elton John's not playing in Bakersfield on New Year's Eve.
maybe he was at Staples Center or something. I don't know. Is Elton John touring?
Oh, and she goes, and Dwight Yoakam.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
And I was just like, girl, go inside.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, what, Spectrum people outside?
No, Collie hissed at Bogey.
I thought Collie might have been hissing at the Spectrum people.
She does that now. She not. I don't know.
She's not a nice cat.
She is, but he bullies her. He's
He's fucking 45 pounds.
I know.
Yeah, that's why he fucking bullies
and
her.
he attacks her. I mean, he's so weird. He's got this like little itty bitty teeny tiny meow.
By the way, we're talking about your
My
siblings.
Yes, my children. My new
The good
children.
the good children.
The good children.
The good children.
The ones that don't give me as much grief as the real human ones.
So, okay, so New Year's Eve, and then everyone went to bed. New Year's Day, did you do anything special on New Year's Day? Did you see what's his name?
Oh yeah, what's his name came over and we made enchiladas.
How were the enchiladas?
They were good.
Do you do ketchup with the enchiladas?
No, a big fat no. No, I do not do ketchup with the enchiladas.
You
I
do
use
enchilada sauce?
I use an enchilada sauce.
Weird. And then do
I'll
you,
tell you that they're not easy to make fucking enchiladas, because you have to you use corn tortillas. I mean, I guess you could use flour, but corn's actually better for you, in the sense that
you make them weird because you make one enchilada at a time.
because have you ever tried to roll up a corn tortilla? They fall apart. You have to partially cook them. You have to put them in a pan with oil.
Well, when I was taught to make enchiladas, you get like a casserole dish and you put down, you do like a layer of tortillas. And then you put like the meat and the cheese, and then you do like another layer of tortillas.
Who taught you that?
I don't know. This is how
I never made them that way.
it's like a lasagna.
Yeah, no, I don't.
In fact, not ravioli. I don't know why I said that. Enchilada translates to lasagna.
in some language. We
In
don't
some
know,
languages.
We don't know what language. but-
Not all languages.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. Very good.
All right. Well, that's it. That's it for today.
Oh, I just said the sign off. I guess we got to go. So that's what I did. What about you? What did you do for New Year's on your birthday?
I had a very nice brunch with some close friends, and that was exciting because it was very nice to see everyone and have everybody at a table. And
Were they all hungover?
no, everyone was pretty good. I mean, it was like 1 o'clock, 1:30, 1:45. So I mean, it was like a little bit later in the day, but it was nice. It was a very nice day. I still think it's a very weird thing. I mean, it never really quite goes away. It's a very weird thing to have a birthday on January 1st because it's...
Wah, wah,
No,
wah.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. I'm just saying it's just a strange birthday, because it is...
Well, it's a holiday.
It's a holiday.
Yes,
So you
yeah.
get up and, it's not necessarily, all about, not that birthday should be this, but it's not necessarily all about you. It's not like, oh my God, this is your day. There's like all this other shit happening that day.
Well, listen, on my birthday 1 year, O.J. Simpson killed his wife, so
That's not...
there you go.
I went to high school with a guy who his birthday was September 11th. What a fucking bummer that was to wake up that morning.
2001?
Well, he wasn't born September 11th.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
Well, I know babies.
Yes, he was.
And he went to high school.
Yes.
He was really bright.
Yes. Very
He
smart.
whizzed through grade school.
Whizzed through it.
He skipped kindergarten.
Did you make any
New Year's
New Year's resolutions? Are you a
No.
resolutions person?
No, we've talked about that. No, I'm not really.
I'm just at now where it's after the fact.
Yeah. No. No, I do want to start.
Spit it out. Come on.
I do want to start like riding my bike and being a little bit more active. The problem is
The bike that you fell off of that's in the garage?
No.
Oh,
the
the stationary.
stationary bike. It's what do they call them? Those kind of seats.
Low rider.
It's not like a regular bike where you put the seat between your legs. You actually sit on it. There's a name to it.
It's called chair with pedals.
Chair, exactly.
I want to ride my chair with pedals.
There you go. I want to ride my chair with pedals. I know. I wish that the display doesn't work anymore. I know, it's kind of.
You know
a
what
bummer.
I mean, honestly, that's the kind of thing that, and I told you, we talked about this in a previous episode. I got an Apple Watch for Christmas, and it's been a really great thing because I've been going to the gym.
Yeah, how is your Apple Watch?
It's fantastic. There's definitely times when I don't want to be like.
Does it tell you like what your pulse and everything is?
Tells you what your heart rate is.
What about not your blood pressure though.
No. It tells you your heart rate.
Squeeze your arm. Does it squeeze your wrist?
No, it doesn't do that. No.
That would be cool, huh?
No. But
okay, Apple Watch, do my blood pressure.
But I will say that I do feel that for working out, right? Like this has, it tells you what your heart rate is. It tells you can look up a chart to see where your heart rate starts, and then as it goes through the course of your workout. So I've been going to the gym. I've been trying to get back into the gym thing. I'm starting my summer bod now. I feel like if I'm at any
by April, you're going to be buff, baby.
Zoked out of my mind,
That's
jacked.
Right. That's right.
But it is really nice to go to the gym and you can click on. There's this whole like exercise thing on it, and so I'll click. So I've been like doing the elliptical, and I'll usually do like 30 minutes of like of cardio or the elliptical. So you click on elliptical, and then you tighten down the watch a little bit because you want it to really pick up your stuff, your heart, your heart rate.
What kind of a band is it? Does it sweat?
No, it's like a rubber. The band that comes with it is kind of like a rubbery type of.
So you can clean it and everything.
Yeah, it's like very sporty. And the watch, you can get this watch wet.
Why don't you have it on?
I didn't have it on me this morning.
I mean,
I haven't gone to the gym yet.
I mean, what would happen if you had a heart attack and you didn't have your watch on? You would get no notice.
True.
It's kind of like a.
If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it really fall?
No, it's kind of like they're trying to do that early earthquake detection in California, where they're going to give you like 8 seconds.
What the fuck are you going to do in 8 seconds? Get under the table?
Get under a table. Grab your daughter, your son, your babies.
I feel like I always have like the worst, not recently, but I feel like over the years I've had like the worst luck where there was one earthquake where I was in the shower. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
The Ridgecrest quake, you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, it was like taking a poop.
I know, I was next door holding the cat.
And like, how terrifying is that? I'm like,
that was a big shake, that one.
Yeah, but that's the issue.
I didn't feel the first one. I felt the second one.
Is that I feel like if you are pooping,
or what if you're in the shower and you have like shampoo in your hair or soap on your face, or
I think pooping is a way worse situation because what do?
You hold on. You hold on to the toilet.
That. But do you wipe? Do you sit? Do you stand up and wipe really quick and then get to cover, or do you just drop drawers to where you need to go
with poop coming out of your butt? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought that one out. But I do sometimes I take a shower and I think about that. Like, what if there was an earthquake right now?
Of course you do.
Of course
Surprise.
I do.
So anyway, what I was going to tell you though was that it's a really nice exercise tracker to be able to use to have this thing, the Apple Watch. By the way, I'm back on the Apple Watch.
The Apple Watch.
Is to have this thing on your wrist and have it track your exercise and track your progress and say, hey, here's how many calories you burned. Here's what your active calories are. Here's how much you moved today. There's these things with like these rings, and it basically is like, it makes sure that you stand up for a little bit every hour. It makes sure that you're moving and that you're exercising.
Why can't they make it like smaller and more attractive?
They have smaller
for women.
The one that I have is a larger, I think is the biggest one they make, which is like a 44 millimeter, but they have smaller. I think it goes down to 38. It used to be 38. It might be 40 and 44 now, or 42 and 44. But, I think that you can only make this thing so small and have it do what it does,
Well, they better perfect that some sort of way.
To make a smaller one?
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, I mean, they will. Eventually
Yeah, I mean, I'm
they
sure
will.
that they'll just implant something in your wrist at some point, but I
You know,
think
the little face.
yeah, it'll just
read
glow
out?
under the
Yeah.
skin. But I think that
I love that.
I think
that would be easy to wear.
I think though, honestly, you know, and I say this in complete seriousness, that if you got into something where you were working out for a certain amount of time every day, I think that it would be a great thing for you to have, because I think that it would be a great way to track your workouts and be able to see, you know, open up your phone and look at it and go, these are the workouts I've done. These are the calories I'm burning. This is, you know, I think it's a great thing for that. I also think it's a great thing for example, when I'm at work, I usually have my phone in my drawer. And sometimes I might send out a text to someone and say, hey, can you come 20 minutes early? But I don't have time to check my phone, you know? So I'll get a notification on my watch that says, you know, oh, so, you know, mom has texted you, you know, and I can look at it and then, you know, I can see a response. So yeah, it's been really great. I think it's one of those things that I never knew. I don't think it's something that I need per se, but it's something that I never knew that would be as handy as it is. You know, as well as I had these, I don't have them on right now, but these little in-ear, they're called like AirPods. They're like wireless headphones, like noise canceling. Those are really nice too for like the gym, or I could imagine they'd be really handy on like a flight if you were flying somewhere and wanted to like listen to a podcast or something. So,
To my mom, Sandy.
to my mom, Sandy. So anyway, as you were saying, you want to ride your chair with
My chair
with pedals.
With pedals, yes.
You want to do that more in the new year.
Yes. And by the way, I did take down the box condo.
The cardboard cat condo is gone. You have a new cat tree.
And it looks like they love it.
Do you think that they know that it's a new cat tree?
Do you think that they know the old one's gone? I think they've forgotten about the old one.
Yeah. I'm going to say that cats probably don't. They're focused on the day-to-day.
But it's funny because, you know, when they hear the Ring doorbell, they run. I mean, they know that something's going on. When they hear the garage door open, you know, so I think they learn stuff. You know, it's kind of like Pavlov's dog where, you know, you tempt them with something and they salivate. I mean, you can certainly, I mean, they know what's going on a bit.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that. I just think that they're not, and maybe I'm wrong, I just don't think that they're smart enough to know, oh, this cardboard thing is gone.
But look what this new thing I have here.
Right.
It's so cool.
Right.
And it's all plush and
Yeah, I don't think that,
furry and soft.
And you know, and I would even go so far as to say that if you did not replace it with something, that they probably would not know that there was nothing there. They would just be laying on the other one.
Probably true, but
Right.
you know,
You become a crazy cat lady.
we project our feelings onto our animals, whether it be cat or dog.
So, anything else for the new year?
That's about it. We need to figure out when we're going to do our live show.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
by the way, the last episode that we taped, you made that little bleep at the end about me.
So what I've been doing is, and I don't know if people are listening all the way through. I don't even know who's listening anymore, to be honest.
I don't either.
But I did notice that although our total amount of podcasts, total amount of listens have increased, it does seem as though maybe we're getting a little bit less listens per episode. And I don't know if that's because people are backed up and they're trying to catch up.
Or the holidays.
Or the holidays, right? Or if you guys just don't even really think we're that interesting anymore, which is
Let us
totally
know.
okay. Yeah, shoot us
We'll
an email
stop.
because we can stop this at any time. You know, we didn't sign a 3-year deal.
That's right.
But I think that what I've been doing at the end of the episodes is because usually I'll pre-roll our recording
yes.
and then I start the show. So I've been doing a little pre-roll, a little beep, a little blooper at the end of every episode after you sign us off. So there was one, I think, last episode, and what was your problem with it?
Oh, you got me saying, why don't you just jam it up my ass? Well, I was talking about the microphone because he kept pushing the microphone closer and closer to my face, and it was in my space, and so that's what you heard.
Is that what you call it now? The microphone?
Well, what am I supposed to call it?
I thought you used to call it your little friend.
No, I've never called it my little friend. Sorry.
It's jam it up my ass.
Really? That was like... Anyway, I didn't approve of that, but it didn't matter because...
Sometimes it doesn't matter.
My mom, Sandy, has no say.
You have a lot to say. Not on that, though. Not on that.
All right.
Wine and dine?
Wine and dine.
So, yeah, if you guys could, maybe the New Year's resolution that we ask from our My Mom Sandy audience is if you guys could each tell one friend about the podcast.
Yeah, or send in a email or something that says this is what you should talk about.
Oh, man.
Excuse me.
We're also going to have some, if you guys want to be a guest on My Mom Sandy,
There's a small charge.
we can do that. For,
Not just kidding.
What's our internet bill? $140. What'd you say? So for $144, you can be on
our monthly guest.
On our monthly guest.
Or we could have 2 monthly guests and split the price.
You
Yeah,
guys wanna split it up.
$70 something. I'm not, by the way, having an adult beverage today. So just so you know,
No.
my craziness is just my craziness.
I would have loved one, but I need to go to the gym after this, and that doesn't work.
No.
You can't do the both.
No.
All right. Well, I don't really have anything else.
I don't either, but I will post some pictures on Instagram at some point of the boxes taken down and the new cat tree. And next week we should have a date for our live show. It'll probably be again on a Monday evening.
I feel like we missed that. I feel like there was like a little bit of oomph behind it.
I know, but we need to continue. We need to do it again.
So anyway, if you guys could tell your job this week
Really
is to tell at least
your
one
mission.
friend
Your mission.
Your mission.
Should you choose to accept it?
Should you choose to accept it, and this podcast will detonate at the end.
That's right.
Please tell one friend about My Mom Sandy. You don't even have to post anything on Instagram at My Mom Sandy Podcast. You guys don't have to email or tell anyone about our email, mymomsandypodcast@gmail.com. Just tell one friend. Say, hey, I listened to this great podcast today. You should check it out.
You should check it out.
And then have them pull it up on their phone and make sure that they subscribe. Just one person, at least one person. If you want to tell more, that's great too. And then, if you guys want, let us know that you did that, because that would be great. Because then we'd have a little bit of like
then
an
we can
idea.
give you a little shout out too.
Yeah, we love shout outs.
Yeah.
I don't even got a shout out today.
I mean, shout out to non-spectrum people.
Brooke and Bernadette, big F you.
Yeah.
Trying to think if there's anything else important that we need to say while we have everybody listening.
I'm pretty much okay.
You're always okay.
I know.
All right. Well, look, I don't think we have anything else. This was a little holiday, little recap of everything.
That's right.
Moving forward, we are going to do some Sandy Fast and private investigating episodes. We're going to bring a couple of those back. We're hoping to get some guests this year and kind of get that kind of moving so we can talk about some more stuff. And then I feel like we have some exciting episodes coming up about just things going on. I feel like there was like something killing me right there. And then we have some episodes coming up where we talk about just things going on in our life. And then, of course, if you guys have anything you want us to talk about, email us, mymomsandypodcast@gmail.com. Or you guys can always get a hold of us on Instagram at
My Mom Sandy
Podcast. That's great.
Yes.
Okay, well, I got nothing else. You guys catch a new episode every Tuesday. And please tell one friend, at least one friend this week, about the pod. About the cast.
About the cast.
And
it's like the gram is Instagram.
Yeah.
The cast is the podcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we will talk to you guys next Tuesday.
Yep. All I have to say is be safe out there. All right. Very good. Grabbing up my ass again.